Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry it's been a while. I've been kind of crazy busy lately. Summer's in full swing, but I'm back right now at my parents' house in Toronto, and I decided I was going to film a get ready with me video because I'm gonna have dinner with some girlfriends tonight for one of their birthdays. So this is kind of my everyday makeup look, good for like work or going out for dinner, or going out for drinks or a date or anything kind of casual where you want to look a little nicer. So if you guys want to see how I am going to do my hair and makeup, then please keep watching. Get that off of my face. Okay, so I've already moisturized my skin and done my skincare this morning. I'm just going to spray a little bit of face spray just to kind of wake up my skin. This is the Mario Badescu facial spray with chamomile, aloe, and lavender, and I love this one. I've used the cucumber one for years, but it's so nice. And you know what's great too, if you are a fan of face sprays, keep them in the fridge for the summer, and then when you're really hot or if you had like a workout or something, they just feel so nice. Okay, as today, sorry, I know this is like the worst YouTuber background ever. We're staring at my shoes, but I don't really have a good setup here, and we're on my floor. I'm literally sitting on the floor. So what are you gonna do? Okay, because I want kind of a light-ish base, I'm gonna go to an old favorite. This is the Chanel Vitalumiere, the original Vitalumiere foundation. SPF 15, I'm using the color 30 Shell. It's a little too dark for me right now, but we're gonna make it work. So I'm just going to put some of that onto here. And I'm sorry if I'm looking this way, but my mirror is over here. So I'm going to try not to be facing away the whole time. So I'm just taking an IT Cosmetics brush and buffing it into my skin. Oh, Chanel foundations. Well, Chanel products, but especially their foundations and face creams smell so good. This is such an old favorite. I used to use this, I want to say I used this in high school, which sounds so bougie and unnecessary to be using Chanel in high school, but I remember saving up for this, like, to get it because I thought it was such like a cult thing. As you can see, it's like a nice coverage, but it's really nice and glowy, and my skin right now is pretty good. I had kind of one breakout here that you can see that was just popped up out of nowhere to say hey. I'm gonna go in with concealer next. I've been using two concealers kind of interchangeably recently. Obviously the NARS Soft Matte Concealer. I use this stuff all the time. And then another one I've been using is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Conceal and Contour. My goodness. In the shade C6. I got this at Ulta. It was like $6 and it's awesome. Today I'm going to go in with my NARS Soft Matte, and I'm just going to use my finger, and I'm just going to pat that under my eye, just right kind of in the inner corner. I don't need a lot of concealing, and then I'm just kind of taking it down around my nose. I just like to brighten my under eye a little bit. This looks scary, like I'm stabbing myself in the eye. Okay, and then I'm also going to take a tiny bit over that blemish. It's so annoying. I hate when that happens. I'm such a picker with things. Like, it was such a tiny little thing, and then I picked at it, and now it's a scab, and scabs are so hard to cover because they're dry. They like cling to things. I've kind of picked up this old favorite, and I had left it alone for such a long time. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in the color Diffused Light. It's this really gorgeous, like, it's almost yellowy looking, but it's got a bit of like a sheen to it. If you've never checked out these powders, they come in a bunch of different colors. Go check them out. They're super interesting. And if you like a very natural look and not an over powdered look, these are awesome because they sort of just add like a veil on the skin, and without making it look like you've caked on powder. So I'm just gonna put this, I always powder a little bit right here just so that when I contour it sort of You can see the difference in shade, and then I'm just going to take this under my eyes. I really don't want to over powder because I like the look of this like kind of glowy foundation, but I just want to take the shine away from kind of like the center of my face, my T-zone. So I still have like, you know, a nice dewy foundation look, but this is just kind of taking the immediate shine away, which I really like. Okay, next, what do I want to do next? Eyeshadow. How long did that take me to figure out? Okay, I'm not going to do a lot of eyeshadow. I'm just going to show you kind of what I do when I want something on my lids and I don't really feel like doing eyeshadow. I'm going to come in a little closer. I usually just take a face palette, whatever I'm going to be using on my cheeks, and I put that on my eyelids. So today I'm going to do a mix of a blush and the Charlotte Tilbury, sorry this is going to like blind you because it's gold, but it's the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow palette. I'm going to take the, oh my gosh, this is going to blind you. I'm going to take the highlight shade, which you can see how much I use, that I've hit pan on, and I'm going to just kind of messily pop that all over my lid. Literally that easy. I'm going to take it down into the inner corners just slightly. And then I'm going to take a different brush, just this little guy, which is just kind of a little bit more tapered. And I'm going to take the contour shade and I'm just going to pop it into my crease. It's just going to give me like a tiny bit of definition. I'm going to take the MAC blush in Warm Soul. This is such an old favorite. I've used this product for years. And it's a really nice like bronzy pink, and I'm going to just take that also in the kind of outer corner and crease. Just all over. And that's just going to kind of warm that up. I'm going to grab my contour powder, which is the Rodial Instaglam contour powder in the shade 03. This is such an amazing product. Sorry, there's a hair. Got it. It's like up my nose, in my eye, on my forehead. And then I'm going to take just a little bit of this powder. You can see how gray it is. That's really why I love this contour powder. It's so natural looking. I'm just going to use this little mirror. And I'm just going to pop this on my lower lash line. Just to kind of define my lower lash line without really putting anything on it. I don't want to use any mascara or anything on my lower lash line. I just want a little bit of something. Alright, so to start, I'm going to do my nose first. And again, I'm going to be looking in here. So I'm just going to grab a tiny, this is just like a teeny little detailer brush. And I just pick up a really small amount of product. And I will blend it all in, so don't freak out when you see a stripe down my nose. And I'm going to just take this down the sides of my nose in as straight of a line as possible. I was laughing so hard the other day. Chloe Morello posted this video, this makeup tutorial, and in it she was contouring her nose, and she was saying that you can, when you contour your nose so quickly, you can go from like, you know, a really cute nose to like a broken nose. Like you can like squiggle the line and all of a sudden, and I thought that was so funny because it's so true. You have to be so precise when you're doing your nose. And then I also, so you can see how much littler my nose looks all of a sudden, I'm going to take a little bit under here. And then also a tiny bit on my nostrils. This is a little extra of me, but whatever. I also take a little bit right under my lip. And it just gives the illusion of a fuller bottom lip. And then, ooh, my feet are falling asleep. I'm sitting on my feet. Oh, that's better. I used to do that when I was a little kid. All the time at the dinner table, I'd sit on my feet. I remember my mom used to get so mad at me. Okay, and then I'm going to take this brush. This is the Sigma Small Contour F05 brush. And I'm going to go into the, and I'm going to look in this mirror to do this. Wow, that's a terrible angle. Oh my goodness. And then I'm just going to take that from the ear. Kind of from the ear, I go like from here. and then I just kind of sweep it sort of in a like semicircle. I always imagine that I'm like kind of cupping my cheek, you know, like that when you smile, like this. I just kind of always think of like, yeah. This side too. I think the thing with contour that's really important to remember is just to pick up a really small amount of product. Take a little bit under my chin. Is just to like pick up little bits of product at a time. A little bit on my forehead. Make that forehead look a little smaller. Okay, next up I'm gonna do some bronzer. And for bronzer, I'm gonna use this trusty old faithful Bahama Mama bronzer by The Balm. I love this stuff. I'm just literally like barely tapping. And I just mainly put my bronzer on the perimeters of my face. And I go over my contour. I like to keep the area under my eyes and kind of this area light. And then I also am going to take that down my neck to make sure that I'm not a different color down there. That little brush, and I'm just going to, so I'm looking in here. Oh, sorry, my friend just texted me. And I'm going to just blend out that contour a little bit. Perfect. Okay, and then next step, I'm going to take a liquid kind of pen highlighter. This is by L'Oreal. This is so rubbed off and grungy looking. It's called the Magic Lumi Highlighter. This is in the color 860 Fair. And I just crank this guy up, and I'm just going to take him under my brow. This is just going to make my brows look a little bit more defined. I also take that down my nose, and it kind of like further defines the contour, top of my lip and under my lip. I'm gonna take this little, this is so cute, this is just like a little mini from Sephora. This is the Becca what are these actually? Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed. This is the powder one in the color Opal. It's beautiful. Look at how shimmery that is. I'm going to take just a little fan brush like this, tap it in there, very small amounts, and I'm just going to hit, oh, look at that, the tops of my cheekbones with this. Oh. Also, tiny bit right here and tiny bit right there. Love that. And then a little Cupid's bow. This brush sheds, which is the only annoying thing. Sometimes I just take kind of whatever's left and I just bring it up above my brow. Okay, next I'm going to go onto my brows. As we know, I have my brows microbladed, but I do just like, maybe I'll zoom in for my brows. Can I do that? No. Okay, come a little bit closer for my brows. Sorry to be so up close and personal. I just want you to be able to see what I'm doing. So yeah, as we know, I have my brows microbladed, but I do just like to kind of fill them in a little bit more. So I'm just going to, sorry, I'm looking down here, my little mirror. Oh, I didn't even tell you what I'm using. This is a drugstore product. This is Maybelline Total Temptation brow definer, and it's got a little spoolie on one end and the brow pencil on the other. And I really like it, and it's really cheap and cheerful. Sorry, I've got my mirror here. Okay, I'm just going to take a tiny bit at the front, a little bit underneath, sort of fill that in, take a tiny bit above. So on the day-to-day, I don't put anything in my brows anymore because, or sorry, any pencil. Sometimes I just put a little bit of gel through them. But because I have them microbladed, they really don't need much, which is awesome. Just brush them through, and that is perfect. And then I also take this pencil, and you've probably seen me do this before, and I just go over my beauty marks. I don't know if you'll be able to see, I've got like little ones, so I'm just gonna kind of go over those. I'm going to just define my eyes a little further. I'm going to go in and just use the, I like rediscovered the Urban Decay Naked One palette the other day. Such an OG. I'm going to take Dark Horse, which is this deep brown color right here, and I'm just going to press it into my upper lash line. Just because I want a little bit of definition, but I don't feel like wearing eyeliner today for some reason. And flick it out just a tiny bit at the corners. Like that. That's so nice because it just kind of makes your lashes look a little bit more pronounced without, you know, having to fuss with eyeliner. I'm so excited for dinner tonight. It's gonna be so good, and it's such a nice night. One of my best friend, whose birthday it is, she just moved into a new, she just moved into a new condo, and it's got an incredible balcony. So I'm really excited to just sit outside and sip some wine and have some girl talk and eat some good food. We all kind of have like funny diets. Well, two of us don't eat dairy, and then my girlfriend Allie's gluten-free, so we sort of decided that the best thing to do would be to do like gluten-free vegan. So I made a dairy-free. I made a vegan mac and cheese, which I'm really excited for. I made the sauce earlier, and I swear I could like eat it with a spoon. It was so good. And then I think my other girlfriend made a salad, and then we got vegan cupcakes for dessert, so it's gonna be really yummy, and I cannot wait. Okay, I'm using the Bad Gal Bang mascara. I love this stuff. When I first started using it, I found it super, super clumpy, and like, it definitely is. You can for sure go, I just want to make sure you guys can see what I was doing. I'll come a little closer. It for sure can get clumpy. But now that I've had it for a little longer, it's kind of dried up a bit, and it's a little easier to use. So just keep that in mind. I mean, you never want to keep anything for too long, mascara for too long, but I've had it probably for about a month, and it's performing perfectly now, the way that I want it to. Yeah, so I just go ham with the mascara and put a ton on. Okay, I'm gonna go back to brows. I'm gonna take the Hourglass Arch Brow Volumizing Fiber Gel. This is in the color Soft Brunette. This is fairly new to me. I don't know if I've talked to you guys about this yet. This is my favorite brow gel that I've ever found. I've totally ditched my Anastasia one. It's like got this really interesting little brush that looks like this. Like it's like got one side really short and then one side kind of long. Can you see that? And it's got tiny little fibers in it, so it makes your brows look thicker, but also really holds them into place and adds a tiny bit of color. It's just awesome. I love it. The other thing I'm gonna do is my lips. Charlotte Tilbury in Pillow Talk, obviously. What else do I ever use? Gonna line my lips with this. I'm so devastated. There was this Charlotte Tilbury, there we go, lips, hey! There was this Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow quad that came out a couple months ago. It was limited edition, and it was called Exaggerize, and I saw it in Nashville a few weeks ago at Nordstrom, and I like swatched it, and I was like, oh, this is really pretty, but then I was like, no, you don't need any more makeup. So I walked out of the store, And then I got home and I was like, oh, I really wish I'd gotten that. And so then I went to go buy it online, and it is sold out everywhere. I swear I called like every Nordstrom and Saks in Nashville and Toronto and anywhere else that I could think of that might have it. One of my best friends lives in London, and I figured like maybe her flagship store in London would have it. So I sent her to the Charlotte Tilbury flagship, and she just texted me and said that the guy in the store like laughed in her face and was like, no, sweetie, that's been gone forever. So I DM'd Charlotte asking her to bring it back out. Makeup problems, you know? Okay. I'm such a freak. I'm literally losing sleep over not having this eyeshadow palette in my life. What kind of a lip do I feel like doing? Okay, I kind of feel like something light. Yeah, I'm gonna go in with the Clarins Jolie Rouge in number 745 Pink Praline. It's just a really pretty, like, shimmery nudie pink, and it's just a good, like, easy wear kind of color. And it smells so good. Like Starburst or something. Okay, so I think that is my makeup look done. So that is, I know it seemed like it took me a really long time. I'm just sitting on my feet again. But I talked a lot, so I can usually do this in about 10 minutes. Okay, now my hair. Let's see what's happening here. I washed my hair yesterday. I'm gonna be doing a hair care routine soon, so let me know if that's something you'd be interested in seeing. I might just leave it down. Is that really boring? No, I said I was gonna do my hair for you guys, and I think I'm just gonna leave it down now. Yeah, you know what? I am gonna just leave it down. So I'll just kind of talk you through what I did yesterday when I did do my hair. I just blow dried it with a round brush. Usually I just rough dry my hair, like with my hair dryer kind of all over, and then I take this section here at the front, like, this is funny, I call this my fringe, but it's super long, and I round brush it this way and then that way, and then I kind of do that with the whole section like this, going backwards, just so that my top layer kind of has a little bit of smoothness and movement. And then honestly, 90% of the time when my hair is down, I wear it tucked behind my ears, just like this, because I'm lazy. I didn't even straighten it yesterday. I usually run a flat iron through the ends, but I was in a rush, and so I didn't. And so that is my hair. I'm gonna sit up. Sorry, my bra's hanging out, my flashing you guys, looking crazy. So this is the finished look. I'll come in a little closer so you guys can see what's going on. That highlight is so pretty. And that is, that's it. And I'm going to, ooh, one more thing I did want to show you. So I'm not wearing this, there's my bra again. I'm not wearing this tonight. I'm gonna just throw jeans and a t-shirt on because it's a cash situation. But if I was wearing this, or if I wear anything kind of v-neck or low neck, a little trick that I like to do is take whatever highlight that I'm wearing. So I take, I'm gonna take this Becca one that I was wearing and my little fan brush, and I put it on my collarbones and my shoulders, and it looks so pretty. Look at that. I do this all the time. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? It just, especially, I mean, this light is kind of washing me out. I am a little bit more tanned than I'm looking, but especially if you have a bit of a tan, it looks so beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that nice? And it takes 2 seconds, just a little something. You can even take it on your boobs if you are feeling extra. Why not? I mean, you know, that's probably as close as like to the JLo glow that I'm ever gonna get, but oh well. Thank thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me. One of the really annoying things about me is whenever I have my hair down for a long time, I just play with it constantly. Yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out and hanging out with me while I got ready. It's always kind of nice to talk to somebody while you're getting ready, even if it's a camera. So yeah, thank you guys so much. I'm going to be also uploading a video all about my hair in the next couple of days because I do get a lot of questions about my hair. And then I'm also still going to do a skincare routine. I haven't forgotten about that. So let me know if there's anything else that you guys want to see, if there's anything else you're interested in. And let me know also, I was wondering the other day if you guys would be interested in seeing like clothing hauls or any kind of style videos. I do not fashion myself like a style connoisseur by any stretch of the imagination, but I do sometimes get questions about pieces that I'm wearing, so let me know if that's something you guys would like to see. Give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. That's super helpful to me and I would really appreciate it. And make sure you say hey and come say hey over my Instagram too, and maybe I'll give you a follow back. So yeah, hope you guys are having an amazing day. Happy first day of summer and I will see you soon. Bye guys!